Hello, everybody. My name is Chris Wood. I am a 52-year-old full physical identity theft, slave traffic victim, torture, injure, medical blacklisted, file falsification, kidnap, sex assault, torture, slave traffic, attempted murder victim of Lennox and Addington, Ontario provincial police. Those that are guilty of murder and attempted murder, charged in years 2019, 2021, kidnapping, sodomy, sex assault. Shannon Cork, Constable Ward, Dave Weiss, Robert Lucas, Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS, and Shelley Hafner or Huffner. Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, Dr. Tatiana V. Vakin or whatever, something like that. She is a Queen's medical doctor and a doctor at Napanee Hospital, guilty of file falsification, treatment refusals, discriminated, assuring all crimes against me, preventing me medical help. Doctors who have laughed in my face over being sodomized through cops is Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, who tried to have me committed for it, thinking it's a big joke. Falsely charged and arrested for wanting help so criminal doctors could get away with the crimes that they are guilty of, refusing treatments, discriminations, name calling, and more with criminal intent through the file falsification that was done on me. OPP, human trafficking, slave trafficking, tortures, full physical identity thefts, false arresting, kidnapping, sex assaults, framings, homicides, and cover ups is happening. There is also Spencer Mills 14716. He is a possible serial killer. He is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. Robert Kane 7224. Ones who are guilty of murder in the first degree, attempted murder with intent to commit for OPP revenge for drop charges for free drugs. One known as Bill Woldridge lives at 149 Center Street, North Napanee, Ontario. Bald, glasses, approximately 70 years old. Thinks that he is me, believes that he and I were switched at birth. He is guilty of criminally stalking and killing my mother December 20th, 2020. Blair Frederick Hardy, he is guilty of also killing my mother with Bill Woldridge. He also goes by Bill Woldridge, Bill Coolidge, Bill Delarosable, Robert Cross, James Bubbles, Stephen Mavis. He also thinks he's Harry Potter. Blair Frederick Hardy, he is the leader of the Hardy Boys gang. He is guilty of criminal stalking, financial thefts and frauds. He is a meth trafficker, alleged meth lab in Tweed, Ontario. He's guilty of torture crimes. He is an obsessed homosexual. He is guilty of multiple murders with and for OPP. Jason Van Alstyne, he is guilty of identity theft with the intent to commit identity disability and insurance fraud. He's guilty of torture crimes. He is guilty of attempted murder. He sells laced fentanyl to commit homicides, which are being covered up as just addicts getting bad drugs and dying from it. Meanwhile, it's being done with intent to commit those murders that way. Tyler Teabag Lake, the guy that's on the thumbnail, he's approximately 35 years old, 30 to 35. He's guilty of my identity theft. He is a homosexual stalker. He is guilty of killing, torturing, and killing my dog in 2023. He's guilty of attempted murder on me with intent. He is Robert Kane 7224, meth fed rat informant. Bert the Hitman Hustler, he is a alleged NHL hockey player for the Philadelphia Flyers and Hartford Whalers. He is guilty of criminal stalking, torture crimes. He's an obsessed homosexual, sex slave trafficker, and he's guilty of attempted murder. Robert Barry, who is alleged ex-jail guard from Ottawa. He is a truck driver, a sex slave trafficker, and a possible serial killer. He's guilty of attempted murder with intent. Brandon Barry is guilty of torture crimes and attempted murder with intent. Raymond LeBlanc, who is a child groomer, who is a meth trafficker, who is guilty of criminal stalking and attempted homicide with intent. Harry Hartwick, he is a child groomer. He is a sex offender. He is guilty of torture crimes and attempted murder on me with intent to commit. He is approximately 85 years old as well. No joke. There is his nephew, Dale Hartwick. He is guilty of my identity theft. He's guilty of brain injuring. He's guilty of torture crimes. He's guilty of attempted homicide on me with intent to commit for drop charges for a stabbing he committed. His boyfriend, Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns, who is guilty of attempted paralyzing me, guilty of sex assaults, guilty of attempted homicide with intent. They are speedheads, meth heads, fentanyl traffickers, all drug traffickers with and for OPP drug cop Robert Kane, 7224. The lies, the time buying, the cover ups, arrest refusals, and everything else that's happened to me. Serious deforming, skull splitting, brain injuring, completely, totally numb on the right side of my body while being prevented from help, no matter what you can prove in Napanee. When police want somebody dead, you end up dead, and there is nothing you can do about it to save your life. Full physical identity changes on me with 100% proof. If anybody thinks that this is not true, I can 100% prove my words. They are all OPP fall down pieces of shit. Ex inmates, drug addicts, ex psych ward patients, and fall down fucking low life pieces of shit who are above the law. OPP $22,000 extortion to have any of them arrested. Another reason why they're getting away with their crimes. Organized trafficking, sex slavery, tortures, identity thefts, framings, false arrests, murders, and cover ups through Lenox and Addington County General Hospital. Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V, I am naming you guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit for your girlfriend, Stacy. Dale Hartwick, you are guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit for drop charges. Each and every one of these bastards need to be arrested, but it won't be done in Napanee because they work with and for the OPP. The OPP are owned through these pieces of shit. Damage is done, time has been bought. I am the end of my bloodline as well, and this is also a hate crime against me. This is fucking genocide against me, ending bloodlines for me speaking of OPP crimes, completely and totally brain fucking their victims, having them mutilated no matter what you can show or prove. It's not good enough. You are still hallucinating, delusional pieces of shit, according to doctors at hospitals Kingston, Napanee, and Belleville. I am 52 years old and I'm going through this by a bunch of OPP fall down fucking junkies when people are disappearing. It is the cops, it is criminal doctors, and it is their accomplices in Napanee, very successful along with the justice of the peace. Poor, elderly, homeless, disabled. I would be very seriously aware and I would be very seriously careful if they can do this to me and get away with it. Nothing I can do about it. How many others is it being done to? Jason Van Alstyne, one way or another. I'm going to see you in hell, you crackhead little piece of shit, along with your little fuck toy goof, little bastard, Tyler Teabag Lake. I am approximately 20 fucking years older than these little bastards, and it can be 100% proven how much I look like these little fucks now. Never speak OPP crimes. I hope this is seen. I hope this is shared. I hope this is liked because one way or another, no threat. Everybody involved, you are going to answer for this. I will get the money. I will get arresting and I will sue the fucking asses off the doctors, the cops, and everyone else. Not a threat. Fact. Somebody's got to answer and pay for what has been done to me, including you murdering my mother, having my mother killed, and killing my dogs, and doing this to me to frame me, to fuck me over. Why you are falsely arresting victims is to get their pictures, prints, signatures, and everything else needed for forgeries, framings, and frauds while you sit back by in time and covering up your fucking bullshit with your accomplices. Napanee is a town where there is no law because it's run by the cops, dirty cops, and the Hardy Boys gang and their accomplices. This needs to be taken serious, and this has nothing to do with hate against cops or anyone else. This has to do with very serious, provable crimes they've gotten away with. By doing this to me, they are now guilty of ending the Wood bloodline. You can kill in Napanee, you can torture, you can injure, you can do whatever you want, and you will get away with it. Me and my mother were proof. Be safe. OPP, you are a terrorist, and this is genocidal murder against me, you lowlife bastards. Along with Dr. Tatiana V., Blair Hardy, Bill Wooldridge, and your untouchables. Next time you're delivering your crack, meth, and fentanyl to these lowlives, give them cuffs instead of free drugs.